A letter from the infamous Samnell Evergrace. How many days ago did I say, I'll be a free-willed never. Dead God's got no hold on me. Did Lydia say the same thing? Did Whisper? I had always thought the voice would be a thing in the back of your head. Something secret, unseen. It's real. It's a companion who walks by your side every step, talking. Sometimes talks your ear off. Sometimes it lets you be, but it never, ever leaves you alone. It's always there now. I can see it out of the corner of my eye, waiting patiently as I write my letter, watching, bearing witness. We saw Legion patrol together the other day. Everything in me wanted to rush out and say, "It's here. It's right here next to me. Shoot. For all you're worth, shoot." Instead, I'm here, writing, buying myself time, seeking solace in the silence this devil affords me when I'm writing my own words instead of listening to his. He is a patient bastard. He doesn't sleep. He doesn't wander off. He just stands there, looming, waiting for me to let my guard down. As long as I keep writing, as long as I have words of my own, to share, then his words won't get in. And if his words don't get in, and it's my words you hear, then I'm still me. I must be. I'm Samnell Evergrace. The words I've shared, the words I've written to you, to my sister, to posterity, they're mine. And so long as I'm me, I'm the one who will bear witness. I'm the one who will bear witness. I'm the one who will bear witness. 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 Bear witness.
Devin, would you please read the assault mission in the very bottom of the list in mission briefs?
Hold the lower pass. Assault. The enemy vanguard is on the march. Hold them off and buy the other squads time to complete their preparations. Assign a squad of up to 3 specialists to withstand 3 waves of dangerous never.
Commander, as always, you have questions you can ask. I believe we have 2 questions remaining.
No, there's only one. That counter is out of date. I
one.
used 1 on the religious mission and 2 on the previous 2 missions.
Thank you.
Yup. Let's see. So I'm pretty sure this can be one from any list. If I'm still using my spy intel, which yup. So I think I'm torn between what's a challenge we might face on this mission and what's the main weakness of the undead's position, because 3 waves is many much, and I'd love to know if there's some way to break those up. I think I'm just gonna go with what's the main weakness of the undead's position on this mission.
Sure.
There's a map.
So
Sorry, I only just
looked
at the mirror. I just looked.
Yeah, I've already dropped the map to Miro that you can check out, and I think that I'm fine with having dropped this before because, y'all traveled here. Y'all made the journey to this place and have strategically figured out, all right, if we're going to hold them off in order to buy ourselves this day that we're spending to do all of these other preparations, we need to fight them somewhere where their advantage of numbers isn't going to matter, because we have to divide ourselves up into different squads in order to take care of these things. And so we need to fight somewhere where there's a choke point. We need to fight somewhere where there's a corridor of some kind where they're going to have to narrow down in order to get past us. And so I think you've already sort of chosen this location because of that reason. You're sort of fighting in this area that is a narrow canyon that you feel like a squad of your size will be able to hold, will be able to take out enemy units and prevent them from flanking around you just by using the geography of the place. The main disadvantage that they're going to have here is that you're going to have them all trapped in a canyon. If there's additional ways that you can use the environment to your advantage to continue fighting them in small numbers to keep them from overwhelming you all at once, I think the terrain is what's going to give you that advantage.
And just to clarify, are they moving from the bottom of this map up? Okay.
Yeah, so this map, which has a snowy canyon, also has a colossal skeleton
Very
in the
big.
middle of it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything though.
No, I think that's canon. I think that's there. I think you passed it on the way here. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows what it is or how it got here.
Our lore master is dead.
No, he's not.
Well,
the
previous
yes,
lore
previous
master is
one.
dead.
I was just wait, what happened to Nabil?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Give me time. So yeah, I think you're going to be stationed at the northern part here.
Sure.
At the top part of the map, so just that is, and I believe this map is kind of showing it as a waterfall, but I think that's actually more of a trail.
Okay.
That is kind of the real pinch point that starts leading up into the mountains where the keep is. And the never are going to be coming from the bottom. That is, I guess that is not the south. That would be the west. Marshall, tell me who's going on this mission.
Yes, this is going to be the Grinning Ravens, led by Lance, with Aoife, Dorado, Threetk, and then 3 rookies, 3 new rookies we haven't seen yet, named Pav, Tamar, and Finola.
Terrific. I think Threetk is also a new rookie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true.
I was actually going to ask, how is are we pronouncing that 3TK?
You can pronounce it however you want.
Great.
He goes by Threetk. He goes by Threetk. He goes by 3stacks. He goes by TK cubed. He goes by Tktktk. He is he, they. He is Andre 3000 in the Bombs Over Baghdad music video, plus snake scales on with the same pattern as his bandana.
Extremely good.
Matthew will be playing Threetk. Who else is playing who?
I will be playing Abuna Lance.
I'll be Aoife.
I'll be Dorado the Adamant.
Hey, quick question. Dorado the Adamant is kind of the elected commander of the Legion, right?
I think it was more appointed than elected.
Sure. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Lance is still leading the mission?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an officer.
You are the officer.
She's just a soldier.
That is...
And he probably weirdly has more frontline experience.
That's probably true. Yeah.
I do want to say that, like, Lance has been serious, like, this whole day. Like, been surveying this area with a sextant, taking measurements, grilling everybody who's about to be on this mission, making sure everybody's, understands, like, what their jobs are going to be and who's in charge and what this is going to look like.
I don't think anybody's ever insinuated that he's not good at his job.
No, but he's making sure people know.
Yeah, he just comes
by
with a lot of
doing his
baggage.
job. Yeah, this is part of the job.
It might be a mode Dorado hasn't seen him in before.
Mm-hmm.
What load is everyone bringing?
Dorado's going heavy load with a fine wrecking kit, fine shield, pistol, black shot, winter clothing, and oil.
Good deal. Do you get anything special bringing heavy? I guess you have the armor and additional utility.
Yeah, heavy gives me fine heavy armor and a whole bunch more utility.
Cool. Have we ever seen Dorado in fine heavy armor before?
I don't know that we've ever seen Dorado like in a fight on screen, like not as part of like a full mission. I think there was the one during Kingdom.
Yeah.
But no, probably not.
Well, she was on the battlefield during the bridge mission.
Oh yeah. Briefly, that's true.
But yeah, she didn't mix it up quite as much.
No.
What does Dorado's fine heavy armor look like?
Oh boy, I know what fine heavy armor looks like.
Are you okay?
I'm googling heavy armor.
Perfect.
That takes
I can
me to
give you the
Skyrim.
description in the.
Please,
the
I was
cheat
looking
sheet.
for it. And then there are many. Okay, there's fine heavy armor. That just says what it does.
Metal plates and leather layers. Many have embossed designs, sigils, and painted crests, not subtle or quiet. Small blades or fists have little to no effect. Provides 2 armor against physical attacks.
Sweet. What's a Dorado color?
I think we talked about black and gold.
Sick. Can it be dyed with? I'm assuming gold is not a good armor metal, but can there be like details in the leather? I guess that are like if it's dyed black and then there's like bits of gold like detail to it.
Yeah, it can have like some filigree on it that doesn't like impair the structure of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I am going normal because normal is always good for me as Aoife because I have the Lightfoot trait and also because I don't need pistols and a long rifle. Yeah, and it looks like I'm going to be carrying black shot winter clothing and a good old crimson shot from our good friend Suleiman.
Good deal. Lance, what are you bringing?
I'm bringing heavy load. I think the battlefield banner. If y'all have ideas for this, I'd like to hear it. But I think
We've never seen this, right?
No, we saw it in trying to break into
Navarra, yeah.
Navarra. I don't remember what we described. It was probably the symbol of that specific squad, actually.
Sure. What are we dealing with now?
So the squad is the Grinning Ravens, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a black banner with like a white raven on it and maybe like red trim.
Cool.
And it's mounted on his back so that everyone can see where he is at all times.
Interesting.
By the way, Aoife tells Dorado in advance that she's bringing Crimson Shot to this one.
Yeah, they had a conversation about it about it a time ago. So at least everybody's aware this time.
I bet Suleiman was like, "Oh, I've improved the formula."
I'm taking lenses with my winter clothing.
Sweet.
Tktk, what are you taking?
I'm taking winter clothing and a climbing kit. I think that Threetk is bringing the winter clothing for the mechanical reasons that we've talked about. The winter clothing, apologies. But I think that he is still bare-chested. Because this is Andre 3000 during this era, and he was just always shirtless.
Yeah. He's like a Final Fantasy character. He can just have like a little like poofy collar, and that protects against the elements.
Exactly.
You know, heat leads to your extremities, so
Right. Yeah.
as long as it's your core, you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. This is what he tells the commander every time the commander comes by and tells him to button up.
Just repeats the exact same line of dialogue.
Dorado looks to Nabane like, does that make any sense? Is he right?
I will say that if you've ever like LARPed or done anything athletic in the winter,
for sure.
like in the snow, you want to take off all of your layers pretty quickly.
I got bronchitis from a LARP weekend where it rained the whole time.
No.
Yep,
That sounds bad.
it was fine. I just skipped all of my finals.
Cool.
Huh?
That also sounds bad.
Cool.
Okay, Marshall, let's get an engagement roll going.
All right. Is everyone on this mission oathsworn to the Legion?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Chosen.
You dead.
Oh, forgot.
That's right, we didn't say Judet is coming.
God damn it.
Does Lance talk with Judet about the mission?
Yes. I don't know how well that goes, but there's probably a montage of him gesticulating while she's brooding on the tower, throwing rocks over it.
All right. So no die for that one. Did the commander spend one intel to get you advanced information?
Yes.
Cool. So that's one die. Is everyone on the mission a specialist or soldier? No. Does anyone on the mission distrust or disrespect the leadership enough to disobey orders? I don't think so. I mean,
Really?
I don't think anybody's going to be giving you debt orders.
Oh, but we've got Aoife, Dorado, and Lance here.
Yeah, so
That's a combination of people.
This is part of why I said that this is Lance doing this montage of making sure everyone knows why he's good at what he does. And like, I imagine there's like, we could have like a short scene where Lance is like, Aoife, I know about the Crimson Shot. You have to wait for my flare gun. Do you understand? And like,
Yes,
I
Marshal.
don't know how that would go, but what was that?
Said yes, Marshal.
Thank you, Sniper.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to disobey orders. I just think,
Flashback to Aoife 2 days ago. I will disobey every order.
it's not exactly what she said.
It was pretty close.
Yeah.
Aoife's pretty sassy.
She
like,
said
whatever
that
means.
she was in this to protect the people that she loved, and she didn't really care about the Legion as an
as a
abstract
structure.
concept.
She said explicitly, I don't give a damn about the chain of command.
Yep. That happened.
Okay, so I think Lance puts it this way. It's like, I want you to use the Crimson Shot. You're going to use it on this mission. I just need you to wait for the right opportunity that I will set up for you.
Not one when Judet is in the way.
Not, he doesn't say that explicitly, but it's more like, there will be big fish on this mission. I want to hit the big fish.
Yeah, I don't think she gives any sass to Lance in this case.
Great. This time.
She's been relatively cool with Lance because he's, kind of an insubordinate character himself.
Yeah, I think they have that, like, we're so close we can ignore the chain of command a bit.
Do we think?
Then that means
No, because like, remember when we went in that cave? Oh no,
I
that
do.
wasn't Aoife, was it? That was someone else.
it was someone
In
else.
the the cave with the
undead
Where
guards.
they cut off Lance's
the
hand.
guards.
That
No,
was
Aoife
Aoife was there.
Yeah, okay. So, and Lance was trying to do like a social battle with the
the statues.
Yeah, the sworn
Yeah.
defenders, yeah.
and I remember Aoife like specifically peanut gallerying in that moment.
Yeah, that is true.
And like that, and like Lance like defending her, and like so like there's definitely like a sort of like vibe of like these people are beyond like the chain of command, but like Lance is like, we need the chain of command for this mission.
Mm-hmm.
So my suggestion here, because I think that what Brendan's getting at, correct me if I'm wrong, Brendan, is that we should play honestly to the fact that Aoife is not respectful of the chain of the command. But what this prompt specifically says is, does anyone on the mission distrust or disrespect the leadership enough to disobey orders? And so my wonder is if this is why Lance is in charge of this mission. That Dorado specifically said to Lance, like, I can't trust that Aoife will listen to what I say. I trust that she will listen to what you say.
And this is her really saying, I can't trust that you'll listen to what I say, so I'm putting you in charge.
Right. So this is Dorado being smart as opposed to, anybody here being incompetent. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That sounds.
How do you feel about that, Kris?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does that work for you, Brendan, as well?
I mean, all of that makes sense. I don't know if it doesn't take away the dice.
Sure.
So the leadership mechanically in this case is Lance. And I don't think she distrusts or disrespects him in this situation.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay. We still only have one die, so our required specialist not assigned to the mission. Assault missions require a heavy, a medic, or sniper. Eve is a sniper, so no lost die there. And lastly, did the quartermaster equip the mission with black shot?
Yes.
That's 2 dice.
All right.
3, 2, 1, roll. 6.
Yo.
Very nicely done.
That's a 6. All right.
Wow.
So
we got a 6. Mission's done.
yeah, the mission is not done. You're in a controlled position, which means I think you're in exactly the positions you want to be as the Never begin marching your way. And they are marching. They're doing something you've never seen them do before. They are still moving with this sort of zoetropic chaos, but they are moving in orderly fashion. They are moving in a way that suggests some degree of discipline. And I think you can see, like, several rows back, there's a figure who is mounted on some sort of beast, on some sort of... It might be an ember, but if it's an ember, it's considerably less on fire than embers usually are. But it's of that same sort of ominous kind of creature category, dressed in heavy black armor, and the figure likewise is clad in a big black hood and a big black cloak, and is likewise wearing armor. There's lots more behind him. I think you can tell that, this is the first wave. There's more on the way. But for right now, you have got the drop on them. It looks like you've been sort of setting folks up in positions. Do you want to give me an idea of where everyone is encamped?
Do we have any, like, special distinction for Threetk? I think we can change the color tint on these.
Oh, maybe. Or maybe not. If you can change the color before I find an icon of a shirtless torso, then we'll just use that.
Just get a picture of Andre 3000.
No, I need them to be consistent. And I've already found one. This is a really good torso, actually. Shoutouts to game-icons.net.
Yeah, I figured it out. I could make a comment, and it gives, like, a little bubble
Comment
on it.
box.
Okay, but look at this torso.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you win.
Good.
Canon.
Yeah.
But like Andre's like a little bit more petite. That's like a pretty jacked chest.
This is idealized
Andre.
No.
But also,
3000.
like, Andre 3000 wasn't in the army,
Right,
to
exactly.
my knowledge.
Sure.
Wasn't in a hell army.
Yeah.
Hell Army.
I think Threetk is a hunkier Andre than we ever got.
Okay.
Andre 3000 6-pack. Andre.
Yeah, it's a six
Andre
pack. He's just kind
3000.
of small.
Andre 3000 8-pack.
We live in the universe where Andre
wow.
3000 like took a Miss Frizzle turn, and that's great.
It is great.
Andre 3000 10-pack.
That was a good show.
Wow, I can't believe
was a
there's so
great
many
show.
of these.
So many of
It's
those
a
little
great show.
bumps. And that dude Tony.
Wait, are you talking about Idlewild?
No, Classic 3000.
Oh, never mind.
Idlewild.
Yeah, wasn't there?
There was a movie slash
Yeah, a
album.
movie did exist, yes.
That's
No, you're
it. It
right.
was
It's
a
just
movie.
imagining this like kids show, but it's Idlewild. It's really
It was
good.
so
yeah,
fun
yeah.
for the kids.
Yeah, Outcast for the kids, like Gamera.
It's for the people, yeah. For
Sure.
the
All
culture.
right, where's everyone situated?
Okay, so on the stage left, we have TK and a random rookie hiding in a tree on the first level of the cliff. On the second level on that side is Lance surveying the whole area. On stage right, there's a incline of the cliff coming up to like a first level that stops at a waterfall lake area. Behind that is Dorado, and above that waterfall lake area is a second level cliff where I positioned 2 rookies, and behind those 2 rookies in a tree is Aoife, and of course Judet is hiding in the skull.
Inside the skull of the enormous, mysterious skeleton that has graced this valley. Okay. You've got the drop on this first wave, which is a 10-step clock on its own. What do you do?
Let me just read what a wrecking kit has. Small alchemical hand charges. Right, we don't have any explosives. That's okay. And I want to save the oil for the tree motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what we do here is just a group shoot
Sounds good.
from the bushes. We maybe let them march up a little bit further. Is this what would be the role for a group shoot right now?
Well, you're in a controlled position. I think right now it would be limited. I think, however, you could do maybe a scout roll in order to figure out when the most advantageous time would be.
Okay. Let me see what Eva's scout is.
1.
1. Better than Lance's.
Dorado's got 1 as well.
Okay. I think I gave my lenses to Dorado,
Okay.
Solid.
so I could always channel something later. Because the other option would be trading position for effect, but I don't want to do that right away if we can keep the controlled position.
Sure.
So yeah, if Dorado, you would please.
Mm-hmm. So what is position and effect for this scout roll?
I think controlled standard.
Are the lenses fine or just lenses?
They're just lenses.
Okay. That is 1 die. It's controlled. Yeah, I don't want to start spending stress just yet. What's
Could it help?
devil's option? That's true. Could I get help?
Sure. Who wants to
I'd
help?
love to get help first.
This is explicitly for a scout?
Yes.
Yeah, this is determining when the absolute best moment to open fire would be.
Okay. I think then I just have a different angle than Dorado. And so I can sort of like silently gesturing.
Yeah. Can we be like signaling across the canyon with like mirrors or something?
Right. Yeah, I'll take a stress. That's fine.
Sure.
Huzzah. Thank you. Okay. I think I'll roll 2 dice on this. There's a 5.
There's a 5.
I'll take it.
100%. Yeah, with that, I think you're able, I think, to rest assured that when you do open fire, you're gonna do the damage that you want to be able to do without letting any of them through. But with a 5, I get a controlled consequence. Let me just
Consult my list of controlled consequences that I keep in my pocket at all times.
As we do.
Yeah.
Brendan going to the supermarket and pulling something out of his pocket and controlled consequences fall out on the floor.
Oh, that sounds like a risky.
No, that means he has the grocery list now. Controlled consequence.
Eggs.
Eggs?
Eggs
That's
everywhere.
been a consequence before, hasn't
Oh,
it?
God.
That's probably true.
no.
That's probably true.
I didn't like it then either.
Yeah. Huh. Actually, okay. This is interesting. This is the lost stepchild of consequences. This never gets used, but I'm going to use it now because it's interesting. And that's that you lose the opportunity. There's something here that stops, like, by all accounts, this should work. You have a set of lenses. You have a perfect position. There's something about the way that they're moving and the way that they are, like, passing through this place that prevents you from getting an accurate read on them through this means. Does anyone have an idea of what that might be?
They're not in a formation. They're just...
Yeah. Like they're moving just orderly, but they're still never, right? They're still chaos, weird, floaty humanoid things.
It's like more orderly than they usually are, but that's not saying a lot.
Yeah, like a number of them look like they're like sprinting in place, but they're moving at walk speed, right?
One of them's just T-posing.
Reminiscent of the Fremen sand walking to avoid the giant worms.
Exactly.
Is it like there's so many different patterns happening that it's like as soon as we think we've identified one pattern, like, no, but something else is happening over there. It's like, okay, well, maybe that's it. No, something else is happening in like 3 different places.
Yeah,
it's just
100%.
like every time it's like trying to figure out when it is. It's just like there's too much hesitation.
It's like skeins of birds.
Yeah, exactly. Where like you think you've spotted, okay, this one's in the lead, and then they switch positions in some sort of chaotic fashion. All that is to say, I think you can resist this and still get the success. Otherwise, you're going to have to figure out some other way to figure out when to pull the trigger.
Yeah, what would resisting that even be?
So there's a theory about this. Like there's a whole like herd movement science. And apparently humans do this naturally when like walking in across sidewalk, like a crosswalk.
Yeah.
And like, you know, the two groups like intertwine between each other when they're walking through each other. And it's actually that there are specific paths that get carved out that are like highways around slower people. And so people actually form like little lines that are like, if you could like mark people, it would be easier to see. Like I've seen like people like highlight it in videos, but like if you're just looking at a crowd, it looks like it's chaos.
Cool.
So I don't know.
Insight?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think with an insight resist, you could puzzle this out well enough to be able to like get the drop on them.
Yeah. Sure would like to be able to shoot them here. So
How's your insight?
Yeah. It's 2. It's a 2 dice resistance roll.
Because otherwise I would have suggested Threetk to do it, but I think Dorado might be the best.
I have 4 dice if I could do it, but I'm all the way over
We're saving your stam.
You can also spend grit on this, of course.
That's true, but there's so many You know what? I'm just gonna roll it. We'll see what does this count as protecting others.
No, this is
Darn.
setting up for an offensive action.
Right. Okay. Okay. I will just.
I mean,
I'll just roll
I
it.
can resist.
Yes.
I get a +1 on all resistant rolls.
Yeah, but I think Dorado is the one doing the thing.
Fair.
Okay.
All right.
2d6 insight resistance. Wah. Okay, I'll take 1 stress.
Take 1 stress.
That's
Nothing
not
to
too
it.
bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. With that, you know exactly when to say go.
just like stopping trying to, is it just like working, like stop trying to identify patterns, just like look at the whole crowd and then like do the thing where you like realize, okay, those ones are following kind of like the wake started by,
Right.
or like following in the wake of these other ones.
Exactly.
Right, like seeing those lanes as opposed to just like looking in clumps. It's like, no, look at the flow,
It's
look at the
about
whole
the paths
thing.
they don't take. Yeah.
You say
I
that
think-
like it's a joke, but
I say everything like it's a joke. They begin crowding into this canyon. I think the rider stops. Or no, I don't think the rider stops. I think the rider has been like deliberately going slow, like is not leading or outpacing the rest of the army necessarily. But yeah, I think a group shoot here now would be controlled standard.
okay. Love that. Can we never dex this rider real quick? Now that I'm remembering that we have the never dex?
Sure. Yeah, 100%. Walk us through really quickly what the Neverdex does.
It gives us a free research, gather information on new never that we've never encountered before.
Absolutely, that is absolutely what it does. Yeah, give me a research.
Never
Oh
mind.
dear.
That's a 1.
That's a 1, but it's just to gather information, so it's just a fortune roll. You just get limited information. I don't know if Abuna Lance has encountered the Neverfire guards before, but we saw them way, way back in the very beginning.
Oh, from the first mission?
Yeah, where they were flanking the Inquisitor, where Azar had been captured. And this is, if not exactly the same, definitely in that lineage of Never, where this is some sort of someone or something that has been not merely brought back as Never, but has been filled with some sort of unholy animating fire. And on top of that is encased in heavy black armor. And I think all of that obviously is just a reminder of what those kinds of sorts of things are. I think the limited information you have here is that this is without a doubt some sort of a leader within these units. This is definitely something that less willful Never will obey the orders of.
Okay. Then I guess my question is, if we kill the rider first, will the soldiers be easily routed?
You mean the rest of the Never?
Yeah, the rest of the never that it's leading. Like, do these never need the rider in order to function as a unit?
They don't need it to function as a unit, but they will definitely be less well organized on their own.
Okay.
Like, whatever this strange source of discipline that these things are marching along with seems to be emanating from this thing. But as for why or how, you're not sure.
What's the tier of everything on screen right now?
So these individual Never are all tier 1, but there is a massive group of them, so they still have scale on you. They still have scale on your squad. Shooting at them from your position, I don't think that will matter, but something to keep in mind. The Neverfire guards that we saw before were tier 2. This one is higher tier than that one.
So like tier 3, tier 4?
I think you don't know for sure with a limited information roll.
Oh boy. We're just going to have to shoot it, I guess.
Yeah, you've got to have the sight scope and you've got to make an attack against it before its HP bar shows up.
Yeah. I think we're going to we're going to focus the chaff here before we go after the wheat.
The big mob up front.
So let's have a group shoot on the big mob up front. I will lead.
Wait,
Yes?
wait, can I ask a clarifying question? Because I just realized something. Does having black shot given to us by the quartermaster affect our other utility? Does that take up utility?
No.
No.
Okay.
Second question, are we using black shot on this roll?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. One of the 3 times we can do it.
Actually, let's do the math without black shot first.
Okay. Marking ammo.
All right.
So I have lead from the front, which gives us scale up. And multiple 6s count as a critical. Only in combat, though.
It's combat.
Not using black shot, and we're in a controlled standard roll. Does the scale increase that at all?
What I will say is the scale increase will... The scale increase will allow you to tick the clock as if you were fighting something on the same scale. Like, your tier would have been the same either way, but this will get you the normal quote-unquote number of ticks.
Okay. Whereas even without the scale and standard effect, it would have reduced the number of ticks.
That is correct, yes.
Okay. And with black shot, we could go to great effect.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Absolutely.
I'm going to save the black shot for now. We might use it on the actual rider.
I have 9 black shot in case anybody wants to come refill with
Oh,
me.
jeez. Okay. Maybe Aoife is shooting the rider while we're all shooting the chaff.
Should I do a separate shot then?
No, I think you should be in this group action and then do a separate shot depending on how things go. Because if you're part of the group action, I think you still will be hidden.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
How does Lance signal it's time for a group shot?
I shoot a flare that is more sound than smoke.
Okay.
And it's not the red flare that signifies crimson time.
No, it's like a black flare or something to
Sure.
indicate Grinning
I
Ravens.
was picturing more like a starter's pistol for a race.
Yeah. Maybe there's no flare actually. It's just all gunpowder.
Or from
Crit success!
Hey!
Nice.
Triple crit!
Look at that!
Wow.
Thank you, Aoife.
and no stress.
And no stress.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
Damn.
We don't need
Dorado,
black shot.
Lance, and Aoife all got 6s. I imagine Aoife has like a weird like sniper hammock thing. I think it's almost like a cocoon kind of hanging from a branch that's also sort of fastened to the trunk of the tree to like deal with recoil.
Very cool.
So there's just like a shooting beehive.
Jeez.
Since Dorado's kind of like forward of where Aoife is a little bit, can Dorado's shots be trying to like hide Aoife's in case the I don't know, commander of this Never army, the leader of this Never army is like trying to trace where the shots are coming from. Dorado is just being like, yeah, it's me. I'm the only thing in this direction shooting.
That's a good call because I get bonus dice for being sneaky.
For being hidden, yeah.
I think if you wanted to do that, you would have had to have done something different because
Okay.
you just rolled to do damage. That would have been like some sort of deception or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, critical hit. You get
5 ticks, I think.
a no black shot on that one, right?
No black shot.
Right. So yeah, they fall like chaff, like you had said. You take out half their numbers. As soon as you do, I think the rest of them like come to like an orderly halt. The rider as well. They don't just like panic and start surging forward or anything like that. In fact, I think what they do is they start like swarming towards the canyon walls to try and take shelter.
Okay. Well, good thing we're on either side. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure you've ever seen Never Take Shelter before.
At this point, I think Lance is signaling to Aoife to go for the rider.
All right. So what? I guess I do need to know the tier of this thing in order to do the math.
This is... Wait. That's interesting. It's like... Yeah, I've always just told you the tier of things as they come out, but now that I realize it, that could have been just like...
I mean, you could tell me what my starting position and effect is, and I can go from there.
Yeah, that's a very good point. This thing is tier 3, but it hits harder than that because it has potency. But as far as hitting it, you just need to hit tier 3. So you're starting from what?
I start at tier 3 basically because I have black shot and a fine rifle.
Yeah, there you go. Controlled standard to begin with then.
and I'm not getting any help.
Do you count as being hidden?
I would say so. The only other time I shot was part of a group, so I wasn't singled out there.
I don't know that you are anymore. I think.
We crit.
Yeah, you did incredible damage to these things. I think this thing still knows that it got shot by things on either side. I think Judet's the only thing that's like still in cover. I mean, the roll was to deal damage. You did an incredible amount of damage. Yes, you're still in a controlled position. Absolutely, you're still like you've got the drop on them. You've got the height advantage. You've got your position all set up, but I think they know where you are. Every other time we've done this, Aoife has had to like re-hide again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And like I said, when Dorado brought up the idea of like, oh, could I distract? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, but you would have to roll to distract.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's an opportunity. Is that an option for like a help die? Is that Dorado, start firing again or something just to be like, yeah, I'm the thing over here that's shooting. Look at me. Don't look behind me. Don't do that. Or would that have to be its own role?
No,
well, it sounds like Aoife has to maneuver, and then so you could do a help die for the maneuver. What do you want to do, Devin?
I'm down for whatever. Like I have 3 dice controlled standard at the moment. Whether I was going to use aim or not was going to depend on if I had any other benefits here.
I think Devin should just roll it.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
3d6 controlled standard. Let's go. That's a 6.
Hey,
there we go.
Absolutely. See, piece of cake.
So yeah, lining up this knight on this horse, trying to get like a good chest shot to the armor. Hopefully, maybe even knock them off their horse.
I don't think you do, but you take a enormous chunk out of their shoulder armor. Like it just goes flying. It just shatters as you hit the thing. You can see underneath that whatever is under there is like actively on fire. Whatever flesh resides underneath that armor is like just constantly cooking in the thing. And I think it manages, like the horse flinches, but both of them manage to stay stable. I've set up a new clock for the Never Fire Knight. It is also 10 steps, and I've ticked it 3 times.
So many much.
And it is not pressing forward, but it is gesturing with strong, deliberate motions with its hands towards the rest of the Never Horde. I think the horse even begins to like slowly trot backwards to take it away from the killing floor. What's everyone else do?
Group shoot.
Okie doke.
Can I propose something?
Yes, please.
Okay. Could we have planted some charges in the canyon wall where they're now hiding, just in case they were to like climb it or something?
Absolutely. I think
just to like.
If we had those,
yes.
I could channels for them.
Does a wrecking kit not have that?
No.
Bummer.
You need the explosives expert or whatever it's called.
Oh, Grenadier.
Okay. But I could channels for them. That might be worth channelsing for.
Does anybody have a wreck?
No, I have no wreck. I
think you're used to being Kaio, who is the wrecking queen.
I am.
So.
R.I.P. Okay.
No,
Group shoot sounds fine, though.
Not dead yet. They're just a mountain hermit now. It's fine.
Group shoot.
Okay, group shoot. Let's go.
Is this still ammo or black shot?
I want us to group shoot the rider with black shot this time.
Ooh.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
I think this is another flare, this time with yellow smoke.
Okay.
What's the position? What's the thing in the position?
Position
Position and defense.
Devin, I don't think you can roll with us in the group shoot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think this is this would be controlled standard, but it's tier 3, so you've got to do whatever it takes to get up to tier 3.
Okay.
You're a group, so that gets you to tier 2. You just need one more thing.
Black shot.
Lead from the front.
There you go.
Yeah. Black shot gets us there. Lead from the front also gives us scale again.
Uh-huh.
Does that put us into great?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Controlled great. Group shoot minus Aoife.
If we all decide to make it risky extreme, can we do that?
Sure.
How do we feel about that?
I only have one die and shoot, is what I'll say.
Risky Extreme would give us at a max. If we crit this,
Yeah.
that would kill it. But I
Uh-huh.
think Risky Great, if we crit it, would also kill it.
No, just
No,
be
it
5
would,
ticks.
it would get a 1-off. It'd be 1-off. No, because Great Effect would give us +1. So yeah, let's do a Risky Extreme. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're having
Okay.
Is this
fun.
everyone like standing up from their positions and just
Yeah.
unloading on the thing?
Yeah, we're coming out of the bushes a little bit.
Okay.
Hard fail.
There's a
But there's a
crit!
crit.
My
No, wait. No,
God.
it's not. No, it's not. It's 1-6. Sorry, I counted
Oh,
Devin's.
We'll take a
I
six.
saw Devin's in it. But we did get a 6.
6.
Yeah.
2 stresses.
Oh,
I won
the ones
stress.
are back. The ones are back.
I take at most 1 stress on group actions.
Right.
Good God.
Nice job, Dorado.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned.
Well, I'm so far away and I'm shooting with a pistol.
This is true.
Oh.
So
Well,
I've got a musket.
yeah. I'm going to reevaluate the range of the pistol, I think. But enough people do damage, and you're dealing damage with Black Shot now. It's like you're just opening up holes in the thing. I think it's really struggling to stay in saddle at this point, and is like wheeling about trying to get out of the range of fire. It is assisted by the fact that something tumbles down the side of the mountain and lands in your midst.
Oh, hello, friend.
A buddy.
The enormous
Little baby.
sky snake, the Neros, is twitching and convulsing and moving with... It is spasming as if it has died, but it's spasming as if it died a half an hour ago, and it's still moving and contorting and writhing. And I think you can see, as a matter of fact, that there is just this massive spike driven through its chest. But in that spike, in the wounds across its body, you can see roots sticking out, twisting and writhing and animating the thing.